Okay, here we are back in Celestian Tales, the Old North. In the last video, the progress came to a crashing halt due to a glitch. I can explain the glitch and tell you that there is a way around it. Basically, this would be encountered by people who chose either Orsea or Camille as their main characters, because the two of them have a scene right after we finish talking to Jacques. And basically, that scene would not trigger, so whoever chose those two as their main characters, like us, we were stuck. But a fix has been released, and I am redoing the Jacques scene. I'm going to speed through it since that's where the last video ended, and then we can do the scene with Camille and Orsea and move on with the story. So, new spells, etc., etc. I don't know what the level cap is in the game or how many spells there are. Some we'll just have to figure out as we go. But now everyone has 3 tricks up their sleeve, and this is the scene that was glitched. Looking for some light reading, perhaps, Miss Rhine? Oh, it's you, Orsea. Apologies, did I startle thee? A little, but it's alright. I guess I was too impressed to find so many books from the Outer Realms here. There are so many interesting things to read. This library is amazing. Books from the Outer Realms? How fascinating. May I ask what thy current readings are? It's some histories about the Celestian Empire. Some would consider that an odd choice of literature, Miss Rhine. I remember how I was pronouncing her name for consistency. I'm gonna have to check the the Camille prologue. I remember it's not exactly the first video, even though this is part 3. Ladies of our age tend to read guides on ballroom decency. I'm afraid I'm more of a culture and history person myself. To each her own, I suppose, but still, to read upon such vile subjects. The Celestians worship a man as a living god, and believe that the world belongs to them. What interest could such a cruel breed of creatures give upon thee? It might be true that their idea of faith is a far cry from ours, but I believe that everything in this world happens for a reason. There must be a reason why they believe that the Emperor is a divine being, a god. Maybe, if we're willing to understand them, we can learn good things for ourselves. Perhaps thou art correct regarding reasons, but what does it matter? 'Tis wrong. Is it? It is wrong? Indeed, there is no god but Deus Valorous himself, the one true god. Yes, of course. Yet, with their false god, they defeated our queendom in the 18 Years' War. Art thou saying we should follow their heathen faith for the sake of might? No, I'd never suggest such a thing. I'm just saying, there's much more to learn from them than just religion. These glasses of mine, for example, were designed by the Celestians. They've been a huge aid for me. I wouldn't be able to read the scriptures of the Deus without them. Perhaps we can set aside our differences. We can see that they're not all bad. There's truth and logic in thy words, Miss Rhine. I concur. There might be some that we can learn from them, though perhaps few. You really think so? I'm so glad you agree. I have an open mind, Miss Rhine. Yeah, I think I'm going to just stick to Rhine, pronouncing that like an I, even though these are kind of French-sounding names. I see that 'tis thy greatest weapon. Yet without proper faith to shield thee, 'tis a double-edged blade thou art wielding. Such minds art prey to the lure of corruption. Please excuse me for worrying of it. I pray that thou shalt never be tempted to venture there, Miss Rhine. I shall take my leave, then. May thou have a pleasant read. The lure of corruption, huh? I'm sure I can handle myself. So this is where I would have liked to put the break in the video, but oh well. What is the occasion of such convergence, fellow squires? Is there something I am not aware of? Lord Lant has called for your presence at the audience chamber. You're expected to come immediately, so don't dawdle, squires. And we have to walk ourselves. Where was the chamber? Oh, over there. For a second there, I thought the game crashed. Take a breath, Arter. I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce his name. Is that supposed to be like the French equivalent of Arthur, or is it just something else entirely? Calm down, you're safe here. Alright, I'm good now. Now, I assume you're here for some important matter. What news do you bring? It's the World Enders, my lord. They're ridding our coastlines. The World Enders? This is nothing new, isn't it? The Durandal's been fighting them for years. I'm sure Fireblade's famous white cavalry can stand against some mere raiding parties. So, why do you come to me now? Something different must have happened. It's not just a raiding party like usual, Lord Lant. They come in huge, huge numbers. Dozens, no, hundreds of those giants from across the sea are landing upon our shores each day. What, are they suddenly launching a full-scale invasion? This could be bad. Really bad. Those Enders are stronger than any human. The Durandals may be better equipped than those broods, but with those numbers... Please, Lord Levant, send your army to the coasts. Seneschal Rossival and Lady Belanus, too, have agreed to muster theirs. If both the Iron Bear and the Lioness have joined, then the situation must really be dire. We'll need all the help we can get, my lord. Please, join us in battle. If you and the Garo are with us, we'll have all three sacred swords fighting together. Dear, will you go with them to battle? Levantine lies far from the coast, and be safe as is, but to not help them would be... I understand, dear. Very well, the army of Levant shall join the Durandals in this war. Really, will you be leading the front lines, my lord? No, not me, Sir Arthur. I might be able to lead, but I wouldn't be the general you need. A story. Go to Fort Griveau and ask my brother-in-law to ready his army. Tell him that he is temporarily appointed as Lord General of the Levant army. But what about the Garo, my lord? Won't it go into battle with the other sacred swords? It will, but it will be Severin who wields it, not me. My lord, what will people say if such responsibilities are given to Lord Severin? No matter how great the Ravager is, our soldiers would expect you to lead, not a substitute. I understand your concerns, Jacques, but me being there would just be a burden. Severin is a genius in warfare. I would merely follow his strategies then convey it to our own men. And as I am of higher title than Severin, I would be the one taking credit for his brilliance. I don't want to be such a leader, Jacques. I understand, my lord. Please excuse my impudence for questioning your decision. Now that it is settled, squires, here are your orders. You are to travel to the village of Orsea to the northwest of the city. There, you are to purchase as much wheat as you can possibly get with this amount of coin. Got 1 sack of gold. By the time you're done, the Levant army should be ready. Return to Grenoble and meet with them. Give the wheat you have to Lord Severin. He will take care of it from there. Are your orders clear, squires? Yes. Good. Now for another matter. Miss Camille, I have a small task for you. For me, my lord. It's a simple task. Please deliver this message to your brother, Sir Daniel. Received a Land's letter? Very well, my lord. Good. Now hurry to Orsea, squires. We need those wheats as soon as we can. I think it might be proper just to say that wheat. I'll be joining the war too, I guess. We'll meet again, squires. I still have much to talk about with Lord Levant. Isn't easy, expects much, hope you can meet the expectations, reach Grenoble by ship. There we go. Why are you still here, squires? Instead of dawdling around the castle, I'm free to make haste to Orsea. When you make your way to Levant, I shall muster the Levant army and prepare them for war. Now, hurry now. In war, time is always of the essence. What says Lady Sophia? It's a daunting task to join a war in such a young age. Please, put your own safety above all else. It may not sound knightly, I know. I'm not one after all. Still, I can't imagine the grief of not seeing you return to your squires. In order to reach Orsea, board a ship, walk northwest and see a golden wheat field. Okay, this is where the first demo was. Perilous times. So, in the demo we actually did have to make a decision on the angle of attack. I'm going to create a new save file here because I learned my lesson. They've moved. Big war going on, fighting Celestians, they murdered her parents, killed them and sent regards. Margot ramble about the 18-year war again, the only thing that matters, she lost a lot back then, it's time to let it go. Oh yeah, I have to remember I have to push the button to move on to the next screen. Was she always there? Oh yeah, her messed up poetry. I didn't show that in the previous video, but it looks like the text has not changed. Guy won't take a hint. The port is over here. We will be passing that NPC that has the unique art, so I'll show him as we go. Since I don't have any money, we still can't use any shops. I don't know if the blacksmith shop is open. Wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing, since I do have some upgrade materials. It's just I don't know if I have enough for an actual item, or if the system is implemented yet. We have to go around this way. So, blacksmith shop is empty from the look of it. Armor shop. This is the guy with the unique sprite. Micers or something? Hello there. Are you the new squires people were talking about? I hope you'll enjoy your stay here. Levantine is a nice city to live in. So I don't know the deal with him, if he's going to play a bigger role later, if he's one of the Kickstarter backers. It's one of those two, I assume. Meanwhile, the port is down here. The guy we have to talk to is right over here. These ships sail the length of the Grand Flux. You can ride one to reach other port cities. Would you like to travel by boat? Take us to Grenoble. May the Deus bless your voyage. Ah, there's Daniel. What a pleasant surprise, dear sister. Are you bringing some new friends to visit your hometown? This is Mistrel, brother. Fellow squires, meet Daniel, my brother. Hello, I'm Yelian. My, are all elves so beautiful, or is it just you, Yelian? 'Tis a pleasure to meet thee, Sir Daniel. I have heard many tales of thy prowess with the blade. I'm flattered that the fair lady Geraldine knows of me. What say you about visiting the Rhine mansion sometime soon? Maybe then I can show you my skills with the longsword. Brother, please. Your cheap lines are embarrassing me. Are they really? Oh, since you're here, Cammy, should I call for Father? We're just passing by on our way to Orsea, and Father is probably busy. There's no need to bother him. Hard on your squire duties, I see. Good for you, sister. Oh, Lord Lant asked me to send this to you. Gave him the letter. A letter from Lord Lant. That's rare. Well, see you later then, squires. I'll make sure to visit Levantine soon. Let's go. Orsea should be a short walk northwest of this town. I see sparkling object. Wood. Okay, that may not necessarily be a bad thing. Can we enter? No. Damn. Is there anything back here? Anything over here? Wow. This is supposed to be a trade city? There's nothing to loot. No rent. Ah, here we go. Lockbow. So, status, that, oh, there we go. 15% chance to remove buffs. That's nice. It's a lateral change. There's no, well, it's a buff. Even though the power doesn't increase, it does have, I assume that's enemy buffs. If so, that could be incredibly useful for picking off defensive buffs. Can we please not go here? My father must be busy. I don't want to bother his work. As you wish, Camille. Thank you. So here we have our world map. We have Fort Griveau down here, we have Orsea up here, Godlands up there, Parse, we can see a war camp, the Grey Forest, but we can only access parts that we have actual connections to for now. I'm still going to try to avoid the random battles for now. If I get murdered in the upcoming fights, then I can always change that crap. I'm not getting past this. Let's see. Yes! We made it! And is there loot over here? Or is it empty like the prologues? Turn around. Bingo. Wolfskin mantle. That's a status so you equip stuff. So it's... I wonder if I should swap out someone else. Gives higher defense, 10 more. Gives bleed resistance. I don't know if I'll need that more than the health. Also, I need to look at my skills. Is it a pass? There we go, projectile study. Increases chance to inflict status, that's worthwhile. Caregiver. Increases heal. Tempered in combat, reduce blind beast damage. Chance to evade. Additional damage when reduction. Every turn heal. So what's a status cleanse? That works for Celestian. Okay, I don't see any status cleanse moves other than Celestian's self-cleanse. I may want her in the party. I should actually see if I can equip that armor on her. Looks like she uses the heavy armor, yeah. No go. And had I known I was going here, I would have reviewed the demo footage too. There we go. Figure out where all the loot is supposed to be. This guy may have to fight. Claw, wolf pelt. Victory! More loot. Kukri. That sounds like a weapon for Isaac. Yeah, boosts his crit. And here's where you have to make your decision, which way you're going to attack. Wow, it's so huge! Orsea alone provides over half the wheat for Grenoble and Godland. This village is a strategic resource for the realm. We rely on it so much. Ah, so this is where fine pastries of Godland come from. I miss those dines already. There is nary a morsel of that quality in Levantine. You and your fancy high-class foods. They don't compare with fresh meat, straight from the bones. Isaac, are all these grown for nobles too, like the turnips Isaac and Lee talked about? They are. It's so nice to be a noble. It is, isn't it? Not having to grow anything ourselves, just reaping what others sow. Alright, enough talk, you two. There's an army waiting for their food. I agree with Renard, for once. Let's hurry. Lee hears a commotion. Bandits. Citizens of Orsea, we're here to claim your harvest. Rather than surrendering them to greedy lords, you should share them with us. Hurry to ask for our food, huh? Go back to your village and farm your own lands. No need to get all defensive, woman. As fellow oppressed commoners, we should help each other, right? This is robbery. Of course it is. Don't worry, we're not taking all of them. We won't starve you like those bastard lords do. I'm gonna go ahead to camp, finish up here and take the harvest back with you. Aye. Bandits! How dare they rob our subjects in broad daylight? We shall deliver them justice. Can't be. Why are they here? You know them, Isaac? The bandits from the Whistling Woods. I've heard of them. After this, they won't make a sound anymore. Wait, Renard, there's too many of them. We shouldn't be reckless. We can use the cover of the wheat field to sneak in closer. Once we take out their leader, the remaining bandits should retreat. I agree, that sounds like a safe and effective plan. Good idea, let's stay hidden. Why bother? While we sneak around, they're ransacking the village. I say we charge right into them, show them no mercy. Indeed, why must we fight in such unknightly ways as if we were one of them? What kind of squires are we trying to be if against such threats we cower in stealth? I understand your concerns. Still, the options are laid. We should choose our path carefully. And just to play it safe, I'm creating a new save. So let's charge right at him. Or not. Holy crap, you can get around this way? So, if you didn't understand what's going on, one of Reed's friends is here, someone who will recognize him, and therefore Reed must silence him. How did you get through all those people? It's a lot easier than you'd think. Come over here, you idiots. Help me fight these nobles. Get ready, nobles. We'll give you a taste of a commoner's life. So the ringleader defends. I am going to go ahead and pop him with the sharpened bolt. Okay, we got the bleed on him. Whetstone boosts their attack power, so I need to kind of pick them off ASAP. Oh, wait a second. Gain shield, negates next 3 attacks, or half health. Tornado. Holy! I'm gonna hope that the leader defends to telegraph that, because he sure as hell didn't have that in the demo. Crap, Orsea. I'm picking this guy off right here, right now. Seriously, of all the times to miss. Okay, he's defending, so I'm going to follow suit. You son of a... Just for that, I'm shooting your peon. Going to heal Camille since she's the one most danger right now. And we are going to pound the thug. I want to pick him off before his whetstone becomes a problem, because that happens. So now Camille is bleeding. She's going to lose health every turn, kind of like a poison. Hopefully it's not like Grievous Wound from League of Legends, or Wound from Infinite Crisis. Shit. Orsea needs to heal herself right here. I'm going to have Renard defend in the off chance. Okay, you're starting to piss me off. And I'm gonna pop a tiny white crystal here just to play it safe. Oh, come on. Give me a freaking break here. Defending so I can generate some points and hopefully survive a hit from him. I'm going to use Wild Axe here and hope the damn thing lands for once. Let's pop another crystal just to play it safe. He defended, so I'm going to follow suit in case there's a tornado coming. That worked out a little bit better. Let's see if we can make him bleed. Okay, his posture shows that you're finally getting through to him. I'm going to use this on Renard. Camille can heal herself, worse come to worse. Wild Axe, let's take this guy down, or not. Let's just shoot him. Don't miss this time. Damn you! Land. Green suit. Okay, we need to make him bleed again. Down he goes. So, not the most elegant, but it worked. Okay, I went up 2 levels, so I may have been a tad under-leveled for this, but we got some new white crystals. Concealed scabbard, shattered knife, magenta crystal, iron and wood. And new skills unlocked. You, I know you. You won't survive. You were stabbed in the gut. Wait, that was a clean cut. Good work. Told you Reed would do horrible things. I didn't want her to be in pain. Thou art merciful, Isaac. 'Tis treason they did, pain they deserve. Lee does not understand. Why do humans hurt one another? Because they want what others have. Even elves don't like that, do they? Can't we just share? It's never that easy, Lee. You'll understand after you've been with us for a while. Thank you, brave masters and misses. Because of you, they've all fled. Plus, I also need to see how much those crystals cost, to see if that was actually worthwhile. Speaking of which, I don't even have money at the moment, so I probably should be a little more careful with my stuff. Not everyone know. We ain't letting these bastards run so easily. And after they showed their daggers at us and tried to take our harvest, I say we hang them. Yes, hang all of them. Hang, but 'tis the law, Elian. Betrayers of the realm are bestowed death as punishment. And here comes the new guy. Show an example we will, so none shall attempt this path again. Harsh, but Arya is right. Letting them go is to allow them the same attempt in the future. He's the one I'm talking about. I hear someone coming. Riders. Cousin. Ah, Lupin, that's right. The sissy. Lucien, so you were the ones who fought off the bandits. Everyone, meet my cousin, Lord Lupin LaRue. Skip the Lord part, Lucien. I'm merely steward at Father's absence. Lord Lupin, 'tis an honor to meet you. The honor is mine, Dame Arya. Lord LaRue, you came right in time. We're about to hang these men. Hang? Wait, surely we can show some mercy. Mercy, my lord. They were about to kill us and steal our harvest. If it weren't for these brave sirs and dames, we'd be lying on the ground by now. The law is quite clear, Lord Lupin. To take what is not theirs is a grave offense. I am certain thou understand what the Holy Scriptures say of this matter. Arya, my cousin follows a different faith. Oh, art thou implying he is a pagan? I am a Phaelite, miss. A Phaelite? What travesty! Hey, Camille, what's a Phaelite? A Phaelite is someone who follows the belief of Phaelism, a religion of the South. Symbolized by their deity, the blazing bird Phael. They believe in pacifism and mercy, so as in Phoenix, I assume? Incorrect. They believe in being passive and letting evil and injustice go unpunished. We can debate about how one sees the scriptures of Phaelism all week, but now is hardly the time. I'm sure there must be a reason for these men to risk their lives for your harvest. They know the penalty for such actions, yet here they are. What could make them so desperate? Our fields were drained by high taxes, my lord. Who said you can speak? It's you nobles who force us to live like this. You disrespectful piece of... Please stop. I will take them to my castle. There I will give them fair trial. Trial, my lord, after all they've done? There is no need for a trial at all, Lord Lupin. Not after they tried to steal and attempted to kill commoners and nobles alike. Whatever thou mayest think, this realm follows the dais. Thy silly faith has no place here. Indeed so, Miss Arya. As unfortunate as it is, I understand your point of view. Yet, does the law not state that a lord decides the punishment for crimes committed in his realm? As his devout follower, surely you haven't forgotten those words. That is true. I do remember reading such a phrase in the scriptures. It is indeed stated in the law, but only applies for a lord of the realm. Is uncle not the lord of the land, cousin? Then he would have the right to decide. Father has been summoned to Levantine, cousin. I am steward at his absence. Thus, right here, right now, it is I, not Father, who is the rightful lord of the LaRue realm. And I ask that you allow me to take these people so I can bestow proper judgment. What if we refuse? You dare refuse a steward's rights, squire? Deny me of my own rights? Respectfully, Lord Lupin, the villagers have stated what they wished for. Isn't a noble's duty to listen to their subjects, or does your foreign faith tell you differently? You're right, you, Master Isaac. It is indeed one of the duties of a noble. I won't force you to follow my words, squires. I don't want to cause any further conflict. But if there's still any mercy in your heart, then please, let me take them. Let us hang them, young masters and misses. Lord Severin, the true ruler of this land, would have done the same. He would, I agree. Please, squires, trust me. So, here is your moral choice, and because I'm the freaking hero of light, I have to give them to Lupin. But if I ever do a dark hero run, you can bet I'm stringing those sons of bitches up. The law should be adhered to. If it states that the Lord Lant shall be judged, then so be it. Are you sure about this, Arya? There's a chance they'll be out roaming the realms again. Isn't part of our task to keep the people feeling safe? So, right there's a grammatical error. The words of the law are neither ours or the people's to question, Isaac. How can we expect others to be lawful when we ourselves are not? I'm glad this can end peacefully, squires. That there are criminals roaming the realm of Luru is definitely our house's fault. I will do everything in my power not to have this happen again. I sincerely thank you, squires, for trusting me with this. Thou art rightful steward of this land, after all, Lord Lupin. 'Tis thy right. I wish thou doth right in the trial, and condemn them justly. I agree, and that would be to hang them. What will you tell your father when he returns? The truth, cousin, I don't fancy myself hiding behind lies. We both know he wouldn't approve of this. I know, but maybe he should. Again, I thank you, young squires. I will take my leave now. We should have hung them, sirs and dames. What's to become of this land if the laws are ignored? It's called anarchy. It's almost noon. We should buy the wheat and return to Grenoble. Remove sack of gold, obtain sack of wheat. Level 7. I have to be so under-leveled right now. So we have some new skills. We need to kind of pop these in effect. Benediction, heal all allies. Okay, there is a revive spell. Go figure. Observation, get detailed information on enemy. Huge pure damage to target, lower defense, oh hell yeah. I'll put observation there for lack of other move. Renard has provoke. All enemies get attack bonus and defense penalty. That's really risky. That does not synergize with rage, for one. Although that would probably be a really good move for Lucien. Read, crouch, lower enemy aggression, next attack is a guaranteed crit. Huh, I didn't get new moves. She has impale, deal damage, inflict stun, so that shield bash can actually be a very helpful move. Power shot, deals damage to enemies in a line. Wonder if the enemies can reposition and stuff. But anyway, let's look around for loot before going back. We can enter this house. I don't see anything sparkling, and you can't interact with the cabinet or the trunk, so nothing to be found there. I will be talking to the people once I finish looting. Hello? What have we here? Wolf pelts. Hunter's axe. Was that there before the fight? Because that could have made things a little bit easier, I think. Boosted damage against beasts, so there's a little bit of a power boost. Most of the barleys we grow are sent to other villages for animal feed. A smaller amount are sent to Levantine, Grenoble, and Fort Griveau to be made oats and breads. Aha, the pot is sparkling. And so is this. Hunter's hide. So that is armor for Arya from the look of it. Reduced damage from beasts. Pelt and claw. Nothing sparkling. With soldiers taken away to the war, villages are scarcely defended. It's at times like these that I fear bandit scums the most. Poor Lord Severin, his only son doesn't seem to be following his footsteps. I think his wife died giving birth to that child of his. How many more tragedies can befall such a great man? Hello? Loot it. Why can't I loot this? go, recurve bow. So that is for our elf. Lower damage, but if you shoot someone repeatedly, it does increasing damage. So 15%, we'll say this is 10, that'd be 1.5 if they don't round. It would take a few shots for this to add up, and I'll give it a shot. You have to shoot an enemy twice for the second shot to equal the original bow, and then every shot beyond that should do more damage, and I don't know what it caps at. They don't actually specify that. I can set up shops, fame for wheat, but I'm still dirt poor. Most villages out there have worse than Orsea. Winters are really tough for some. However, nothing can be a good enough reason to take what is others forcefully. I hope if Lord Lant gives them a second chance, they'll use it wisely. So is there anything else here? Can we go out this way, or do we have to go back? Amazing, the fleet of Levantine is here. The river is full of ships. Lee has never seen this many. At least 2,000 strong, men and women from all over the Levant realm. Do they not march, Lucian, in glory and pride as soldiers of Godland do? The Grand Flux allows the Levants to mobilize their fleet and army quickly. The river can take men to the farthest corners of the Old North faster than any feet can. They who control the river controls the Old North. It's an old saying at the Rhines. Hey, Severin. Lord Uncle. Lucian, squires. Do you have the food from Orsea? Yes, Uncle. General. Beg pardon? I am your general in this campaign. You will address me as such. Understood, General. Listen, squires. Your task during this trip is to protect our supplies. Make sure there are no rats and that the supplies remain dry. Is this clear? It is clear, General. We disembark by noon. Men, take the supplies and load them to the ship. Yes, General. So there goes our sack of wheat. You may be squires still, but in this war you're soldiers all the same. The men and women who walk with us are risking their lives for the realm. If you don't have the same dedication as they do, you can go home right now. Come aboard when you're ready. Okay, this is almost 40 minutes long, so I'm good to put in a break here. That is the Ravager? Not as tall as I thought he'd be. Your idea that size is an advantage during our last encounter is naive. Heh, clearly I had you panting and sweating by the end. I can say the same to you. So, what kind of encounter was this? What are you two talking about? Fighting. What else? But really, Lucian, your uncle is so stern. Is he always like that, even with you? Lee doesn't understand. Why can't Lucian call him uncle? His role in this journey is as a leader, Leon. I am but one of his many subjects. He doesn't want people to think he shows me any special favors. But isn't it normal for family to treat each other with more love and affection? Why does that seem like a bad thing? Why indeed? Yet 'tis the way of humans, Lee. We wish to be led by those who are fair and just. Lord Severin has showed that he treats everyone in the battlefield as equals. A good example to follow, as odd as it sounds. Lee is still unsure if she likes that idea, but Lee understands how some would prefer it that way. Humans are so complicated, aren't they? Indeed we are, Ilian. Indeed we are. We should get going and prepare ourselves for the trip. Yeah, I don't have any money, so I'm not going to be doing much preparation. Is there a save point handy, or am I kind of forced into going forward a bit more? Not seeing one. Crud. Okay, a little bit further. Lord General Severin awaits you on board the ship. Are you ready to embark, squires? Right this way, squires. If a big scene starts, I'm just putting a break. Unload our supplies and equipment, squires. Store them somewhere dry. Yes, Lord General. When When you're done, I want you to go find Sir Artur. I've been talking to him about these lands. He'll tell you what to do. Severin. What took you so long? We've been waiting all morning. Good. The two of you are here already. Let's start talking about our strategy. Why so straightforward? Is there no time for small chats among old friends? We can chat about strategy. You never change, do you, Sev? Come on then, we can use my pavilion. That's Lord Thetis Roosevelt, isn't it? Seneschal of the Arbiters? Now I know why they call him the Iron Bear. And that was Lady Marianne Belarus, the Lioness, the greatest female knight in the Old North. Look at her weapon, it's the sacred sword Faithkeeper. Renard and Arya know those two? Not in person, nay, but everyone in the Old North knows who they aren't. So the human world is like a huge village. In Lee's village, everyone knows each other too. Tis not the correct way to put it. They are famed for their strength and leadership, Ilion. People tell stories and keep records about exceptional individuals. Through these stories, a great person can be known by many far and wide. So what kind of stories are there about them? They said that the Iron Bear once killed a man by tossing a horse at him with one hand. It is said that the Lioness once defeated 3 of her foes with a single thrust of her blade. Why are all these stories about hurting others? Don't humans like to do anything else, like playing music, dancing, wood carving? You see, Lee, we humans may not look like it, or as feral as any other animal. We're violent creatures. We glorify those who excel at combat and look up to them as examples. You're saying it as if we're the bad guys, Isaac. But it's all true, isn't it? Mother never told Lee that humans can be so scary. But I'm sure there are also other kinds of stories. For example, do you know that Lady Belarus has 5 husbands? 5? Yes, indeed. Tradition of the Belarus dictates that for its leader to have multiple mates. Too many times have houses crumbled due to the incapability of their leaders. Their tradition ensures that the house always has choices of successors. How does it work, really? They don't just all go to bed at once, do they? It'd be one hell of a night. Not all like that lewd imaginations, Renard. The leader of the house is simply expected to produce offsprings from her different mates. Instead of having the eldest be next in line, 'tis the one with the most merit shall be chosen for the seat. Merit? What exactly makes someone deemed more capable than the other? That would depend on the house's current needs, Lucien. In times of war, perhaps they would prefer a candidate with might. In times of peace, perhaps wits and charms would be of importance. Tempered by rivalry since birth, that's how true leaders are made. The human culture is much, much more complex than Lee thought. Now Lee becomes curious. She wants to ask people about other stories they can tell. Good idea, Lee. For now, we have supplies to unload. After that, we can talk to people and hear their stories about Lord Roosevelt and Lady Belarus. Surely, there'd be more to hear than just tales of fighting. How does that sound? Lee loves stories. Mother always tells Lee one before she sleeps. Let's hurry with the crates. Okay, now approaching the 45-minute mark and a save point. Okay, so, long video. I'm going to wrap things up here. Next time we'll move forward with the storyline and see what horrors await us. So until then, I'm the Hero of Light.